Previously on the Youth Edition. Challenge. Tomite from Rain. Oh! Oh, get fucked. Well, maybe Tomite needs to shoot from range. I don't know. Finally finds himself a goal. The ball just popped up. He takes the shot from outside the box. Hello and welcome back to the Youth Edition, FIFA 17, Cheltenham Town. We're into our fourth playing season. We obviously simulated one season, so this is season number 5. We're still in the championship. We started off so well last season and then we fell away, and we're going to have to turn that around this season. Obviously, this episode is the season opener, so there'll be transfer action and the likes. Maybe 1 or 2 games if I can squeeze them in, but it may be just a lot of managerial stuff depending on how much transfer action goes down. But let's go and have a look at our league objectives for this season and everything else that we need to take a look at before we hit the play button. Alright, objectives for this season. Youth development. Grow 2 youth academy players by 10 points and play them in 5 matches, either as a part of the starting 11 or coming in as a sub. Well, my intentions are to sell off Taylor, so we're going to have to bring in a goalkeeper. That should cover us for 1 player to go up by 10. And the other one, I'm possibly thinking about Brandt at left back, putting some heavy training into him as Ivanov's pretty much stopped growing. Becker's not really got any potential, so he may be the other one. I'll see what else we pick up through the transfer window, but they've got to be from the youth academy, so that's probably where we're going to head with that. The long term, within 2 seasons, have at least 3 players from the youth academy signed in the first season, play at least 30% of the games in the next season. So we need to sign 3 players this year and play them in 30% of the games next season. So we're going to have to find some stars again. Brand exposure, gain £12,750,000 earnings from shirt sales. All right, we're going to have to win some games and we're going to have to sell some shirts. Continental success, nothing. Domestic success is a low priority. They want a mid-table finish and the round of 32. Now, okay, this is a tricky one. Financial has gone to a high. It's been critical this whole career mode. Finish the first transfer with at least $2.5 million profit at the end of the first transfer window. Okay, so we need to sell some players. Probably Taylor will cover that. The other one of keeping the player's salary growth under 20%, it's really going to come down to what free agents are out there, because if we find some good free agents, they're going to want a lot of cash. There's not a lot of salary at this club at the moment, and I may, for once, bypass that one if we need to, because I'm sick of these constraints. They're holding us back. We need big players into this team. So that one is hit and miss. We'll see how we go. Let's get into it. The end of season review from last season, well, the board was very happy with what we've done. So they're delighted for us to take control this season. Alright, so this is what I've set up for my transfer list. If we get offers, we'll make some plays. Manikov doesn't really have any potential. I'm hoping we get some big centre-backs from the free agency list just to help out. Obviously, we've got Mulholland, who is very, very good. Dujimon is serviceable. Alexi's been a bit hit and miss, and we've only got Manikov, but I want to get rid of him. No potential. Get him off the books. Vermeulen, well, he's been here since season 1, but he doesn't have any potential. He's not going to grow much more. If we don't sell him, I'm not too shabby about that one. He's quite serviceable in that reserves team. Taylor, as far as I'm concerned, is gone already. I don't even consider him being a part of this club. If we've got the money, I'll try and find another decent keeper. Maybe we can try and bring Longcar back if there's cash available. I'm not too sure. Becker, I've transfer listed as well. Doesn't have any potential. And we've got Brandt coming through, who'll probably take that secondary role to Ivanov for a while, unless we get another good left back in. Pfister, well, you know what? He's just chewing up wages. And if we've got that wage constraint, he's going to have to go. I know he's the mascot. He's got a cracking name. We do have a Pfister in the youth academy as well now. So as far as I'm concerned, if anyone wants him, 45 grand is better for us. Backer, well, this is an interesting one. He's been hit and miss as well. We do have Alfie Cooper on the right. We do have a Villa with the potential to be special on the right. Backer can only play on the right. So I've put him up there. Maybe a bit of cash in. Perot, well, he shot himself in the foot in the last couple of games. And with Fire coming in, he really hasn't had the opportunities. He's whinging and complaining that he's not getting any game time, and he may find his way out of the club. Other ones, well, Rose only just come in. Tekers, if I get an offer for him, I may look at getting rid of Tekers. He hasn't really done much, but he is pretty serviceable on the left when he does come in. But then Barbie has showed a lot more than what Tekers has at a lot lower rating. So, you know, we've got Alexander on the left. Barbier could probably be the backup, and Tekers can maybe move himself on. Anwar and Kushla I want to hold on to. Tasev's doing the job there. If we find a big CDM, he may move to the reserves. Alexi, if we get an offer, we may consider it. The rest of the lads are probably safe at this stage. Tomite's worth 23.5 million and he's only on 3,900. Fight is our most expensive player, but obviously because he came in from the free agency list, that's where those big wages come in. Yeah, we'll just move through. Yeah, Cooper's up to 10.5 million. That's nice. Jonesy's doing well. We've got a Villa and Brandt. Fredrickson is out on loan still. Right, so they only gave me 2.7 million for our transfer budget and 8 grand in wages. So it's going to be another tough transfer window unless we can sell some players off and maybe make some money in the preseason tournament. All right, preseason tournament invites, and there's a bit of cash floating around. 3.2 for a 3-star competition, or 2.5 star at 3 grand. I'm going to actually take this European Continental Shield. I've got a better feeling that the 2.5 star would have a better opportunity at. So we're going to take this one and try and pick up 3 million. All right, early on, we've already got an offer for Lars Vermeulen, 450. I'm going to play ball for him because I want some decent cash for the young lad. He is 20 now already and only a 64 overall. We're going to try and push for a flat 600 to start with and see if they come back and want to play the game. All right, first European Shield game, and it's a 1-0 victory. A Villa coming on late to score the winner in the 74th minute. All right, they've reviewed the 600 grand for Lars Vermeulen. He will be leaving the club. All right, Tasev and Ivanov are both away on international duty in the second game of the European Shield. We come through winning 2-1 goals to Tomite and Luna. All right, we've got a transfer offer from Sunderland for Ewan Taylor, 77 overall. They're willing to pay 4.8. Well, we want 6 million for him. Well, let's go 6.5 to start with. Sunderland should have some cash. And Lars Vermeulen has left 400 grand into our budget. All right, so I found a player here that I really like the look of. His valuation is 12 million. He wants 20 grand. I've got a feeling he might be the Toure regen, Jean-Michael Diallo. But we're gonna spend the money and we're gonna get him into the club. All right, so here he is, Diallo. Some amazing physical stats. Acceleration's good, sprint speed, you know, for a centre midfielder. Good ball control, curve, you know, he's ready to go. 79 overall, straight from the free agency list. He's 21 years of age, which is interesting. A poor weak foot, 3-star skill moves. The work rates aren't the best, but he can play across the pitch. That high rating should help us out here in the championship. And hopefully he grows into a really strong... I'll probably train his defensive, like his marking and that, a fair bit if I can. Just to turn him into a solid holding midfielder. And he may turn into a CDM. How tall was he? 5'9"? Yeah, possibly. We'll see what happens. Game 3 of the European Shield, Cheltenham and Strasbourg, and we win 4-0. 2 to Cooper, 1 to Alexander, 1 to Tomite. All right, 680 grand into the budget. Transfer offer from Barmer Striker Nines, Grimsby Town for David Manikov. They've offered 240. I'm just going to stretch that to 320. I don't have much faith in the big Russian, but hopefully we can get a bit of coin for him. And Sunderland have come back with 5.5 for Taylor. Well, let's go 5.9. Well, Galway United have come in for Fister, 35 grand. We're just going to bump that to his valuation and get him off the books. Semi-final of the European Shield, and it's a 3-1 win, but an injury to Jones. We've got a transfer offer here for Xavier Perrault from Rotherham, 1.2 million. Well, I feel he's probably worth at least 1.8. We got him from the free agency for basically peanuts. So if we can offload him for that, obviously we've brought Diallo in, so Perrault's not really going to get the opportunities he wants. Let's see if we can make some cash out of him. Another million into the budget. And a broken tibia for Sean Jones. He's out for 5 months. So our big right back, no, that's a concern. We probably need to go and get a right back. All right, Grimsby Town have reviewed the offer for David Manikov for 320. They're going to match that, and he'll be making his way to Grimsby Town. And Sunderland have still come back with 5.5 for Taylor. I'm going to keep pushing him here. I'm going to go 5.850. Galway have come back and said they're only willing to pay 35 for Fister, but I'm going to accept it. He needs some football. He'll probably get some at Galway. All right, Rotherham have come back and said that's too much for Perrault. That's fair enough. We want some money for him. He's still a decent player. All right, the European Shield final. Becker's come in to play right back. Ivanov can play right back, so I'm going to go and try and find a left back or a right back to come in to this team. Cooper's missed a penalty, you idiot. And we'll just have to hope that we've got enough depth. The Luna puts in the 49th minute. We take it 1-0 and some more cash for the club. All right, 1.3 million into the kitty. And they're happy with our performance. All right, so I found a left back here from England. His name is Jake Pearson. He's only a 67 overall, but he's got some pretty decent physicals about him. He only wants 4,950. We're going to accept that because we need some backup now with the injury to Jones. All right, Manikov is headed to Grimsby Town for 320. See you later. And Sunderland have reviewed the price of 5.8.5 million for Taylor, accepted it, and finally Taylor will be leaving the club. But now we have no goalkeeper. Fortunately enough, we have Aiden Backer, 60 overall. We're going to offer him a contract straight away, get him into the team so we can get some decent training into him. I'll just have a quick look at some of the other young lads here in the youth academy. Fister, 84 to 90. Larry White is a 55 overall, 81 to 87. I'm going to offer him a contract as well, just so we've got a backup goalkeeper in case Baker's average. Baudry, 61 overall, 75 to 94. I'm going to leave him in the academy for now. Wozniak, 81 to 87, only 55 overall, and 5'11". I'm actually going to release him. And Millet, 64 overall, 73 to 93. I'm going to leave him in the youth academy just for now as well. Okay, the final scout report is back from Australia, and there doesn't look like there's anyone in here worth bringing in now. Low overalls. We need overalls at least closer to 60 if possible, because we need time to train them up and then have them ready for hopefully Premier League action. So that'll end our time in Australia. All right, France. Well, they've already brought us back a couple of absolute gems. Barrett looked all right, but on the left-hand side, I'm not 100% sure. He doesn't have a high wage value, so his potential is probably a bit lower. And same as with Sebastian Albert. He didn't really have a... He's got the high potential, but no wages because his overall is so low. And we just don't have time to turn these kids around now. And just having a look through some of the other lads... he's not going to be worth anything, and we really only want to bring quality into this team because otherwise it costs us too much money in the youth academy. And Paylard, I'm going to pass on that. Alright, Czech Republic, we haven't brought anyone in from the Czech Republic, and unfortunately there isn't really anyone here worth bringing in either, so that ends our time in the Czech Republic. Ewan Taylor has gone to Sunderland. 4.1 million into our budget, and Fabio Fister has gone to Galway United for 35 grand. Fresh offer for Xavier Perrault from Scunthorpe, 1.2 million. I've got 1.8 on his head at the moment, so we'll see if they want to play ball. All right, so I've spent a little bit of money. I've upgraded some of the scouts. Obviously, Lolo's a 5-star, so that's fine. But Delberg and Chang-Min Lee have had upgrades, so it's time to send them out. We've got a few countries still left from the initial onslaught, but it's getting thin. I will let you know. Probably by next season we may be looking for some more countries, but I'm going to go to my little generate button, and I hit the button, and it is number 3. Now, number 3 comes from Jake Meaden, and he wants Australia for a playmaker. All right, next country, and I hit the button, and it's number 11. Okay, number 11 is Fab, and he says Germany for a goalkeeper. All right, well, we're still really looking for goalkeepers. All right, and the last one, Chang-Min Lee, where are you heading off to? Number 49. This one comes from Daniel Smith, and he says USA. Didn't say anything, so we'll go for any player. All right, Barnett have come in with a really low offer for Xavier Perrault. And we said 1.8 was the going rate. I don't think they're going to get anywhere near paying that, but that's what we've put on the table. And we've also got an offer for Alexander Becker of 700 grand from Bolton. Now, I'm going to go for 1.1 million here for Becker. All right, I found another free agent, Carlos Henrique Alfaro Soares, 72 overall CDM, so he's already higher than Tasev. He wants 9 grand. We're going to accept that and get him into the club. And also Ludkovit Laprovot, a 66 overall right back. We don't have any right backs other than Jones at the club. So this young lad, I believe he's from France, we'll get him in as well. Alright, so Alvaro Suarez, low work rates. He can only play CDM. He's from Brazil. 3-star weak foot, 1-star skill moves. Obviously not the best stuff we wanted there, but he's got some decent abilities about him, and hopefully he can play a role there. Yeah, just those work rates may bring him unstuck. We'll have to wait and see. La Prevette, the right back from France. Medium work rates, 3-star skill moves, 2-star weak foot. Some good ball control. Probably need to work a bit on his defensive stats. And he's got some decent physicals about him. Alright, no one believes that Perot's worth the cash of 1.8. We may have to reassess what we're trying to get for him. Alright, Bolton have accepted 1.1 for Alexander Becker. So he will be leaving. And Barnett obviously cannot afford Perot. Another transfer offer for Perot. Port Vale have come in with 1.1. I'm going to go for 1.5 and see if they'll take the bait. And Alexander Becker has gone to Bolton. He has left the club. Alright, time for some gameplay action. It's the opening game of the season. It's Scunthorpe United hosting Cheltenham Town. And quite a few new faces into this team. We'll have to see if they gel and see how they go in the Cheltenham strip. We've spent the money on the transfer window, basically on free agents, plugging holes and bringing in some higher quality players into this team. Hopefully they can help us out, push us up for that mid-table finish, and preferably be pushing for a Premier League berth at the end of this season. Tamite will be looking to start the form that he had at the start of last season before fading away, and we'll be looking to smash through this one and hopefully get the job done. Baker getting his debut between the sticks. I think he's up to about a 62, 63 overall, but anything's got to be better than having Taylor between the sticks. Here's the Scunthorpe United side. I have no fucking idea of any player in this team, but they're playing a 4-4-2 formation. We're going to have to defend well and protect Baker as much as we can, and then punch forward and try and get a few goals with Alexander, Tamite and Cooper. I'll just wait until the team line comes up for Cheltenham so you can see who's actually in the starting lineup. Probably how I'll roll out with our strongest side at the moment, other than obviously Jones out injured. But here's the Cheltenham lineup. It's Baker between the sticks. Ivanov is at right back. Mulholland, Dugimont, and young Pearson getting his debut at left back. Alvaro Suarez at CDM, Diallo at centre mid. So a new pairing there. And then the old stalemates of Alexander, Luna and Cooper across the midfield with Tamite up front. All right, Cheltenham, let's get this season underway with a win. There's Alfie Cooper. He's got an acre of space and he's taking it down the wing. Oh, he's gone a bit too heavy on that one, but he fights his way through. He's done well there. Slips it off to Tamite. He passes it off. Alfie Alexander. Oh, he needed a better touch. Good tackle from Pearson. Alfie Alexander down the line. Here's Luna. Cuts in on it nicely. Passes it off to Suarez. He finds Tamite. Tamite sees Mini Cooper streaming out wide. Here's Mini Cooper. Saved. Great save from the keeper. It's a corner for Scunthorpe now, and Baker has made one save so far today. Let's see how he does this time. Here's the ball. Diallo does well. Comes out. Here's the shot, and blocked by Pearson. Oh, half-time, it's 0-0. So the firepower hasn't been there yet for Cheltenham in its early stages of the season. Tamite works his way around traffic. Cuts back in on it. Passes it off. Diallo. Off to Luna. Oh, save. Tamite works his way through. He's got Costa running onto it. Oh, and another good save from the keeper. He's been on point. 7 minutes remaining in the game. We've got the corner now. Villa whips this one up. Oh, Dugimont got up. It's gone high. Diallo. Costa. Oh, and there's the whistle. So we open the season with a 0-0 draw. We had the 9 shots. We had the possession, but just failed to hit the back of the net. Usual story, but Tamite gets a man of the match, 8.3. He did look venomous. We just need to get a little bit more service to him. Well, another transfer offer for Xavier Perot, Coventry City with 850 grand. You're having a laugh. We're going to put 1.5 on the table. All right. Well, Port Vale have come back with 1.4. Well, that's an interesting offer. I'm going to bump up 50 and just squeeze everything we can out of Port Vale. All right, let's give you two games in this episode. It's the EFL Cup, and it's Cheltenham Town versus Plymouth Argyle. We're going to send the reserves out today, give you a good opportunity to see some of the young kids in action. Some interesting selections. We do need a fourth centre-back. We don't have one. So Rowe, the South Korean CDM, who can play centre-back, is going to start there today. Tasev into the lineup. Costa up front. Avila on the right. So we're getting some, low 70s into this team in the reserves now. Laprevet is going to make his debut, and hopefully he has a good game. No one makes a move through the midfield. Tries to slip this one forward. He's got Costa. Turns his man nicely. Ivan Costa! There it is. Goal number 1. And it's Cheltenham Town 1-0 after 5 minutes. We got the play through the middle. Zaki Anwar loves a good pass like that. Costa finishes it. And it's 1-0 Cheltenham. Class finish there from Costa. Had the defender all over him like a cheap suit, but it didn't matter. He's put it into the bottom left, beaten the keeper. And it's 1-0 Cheltenham. Oh, God. Just opening up the fucking river there. And Plymouth put one in. 9 minutes. Well, I'm not too sure what happened there. Keeper got in the way. Tasev turned inside and out. Baker moved for it. But, yes. A good finesse finish. Baker, still young. Very, very young. We can't expect too much of him just yet. Oh, Zaki Anwar picks it off. Slips it off. Avila turns his man. Avila! Oh, what a save from this keeper. Oh, save from Baker. Half time, it's 1-1. Since the opening 10 minutes, it has been furiously paced. And lots of aggression. Tasev. Avila slips it forward. He's got Costa. Costa holds up the play, slips this one off. It's Avila. Avila shoots. Oh, he's hit the sidebar. Oh, God. Slips it off. Fye. Looks for Avila. Back inside. Geordie Fye gets in. 2-1. Great work there from the lads combining, and Geordie Fye puts it in. He's been moved to the reserves team, but he pushed through there nicely, and a class finish from the lad. And it is now 2-1 to Cheltenham. Nice finish. Oh, Villa. Brilliant challenge. Pushes inside. Passes it off. Zaki Anwar. Can he find a pass inside? He can to Tekes. It's Geordie Fye taken down in the box, and no penalty given. Oh, good save, and no one helping him out. Ep60 was all at sea once again, and Plymouth immediately getting back into the game. As soon as we score, they just sifted up a notch. What was Ep60 doing? Backing away, then he comes in and just does something stupid. And Baker's exposed. A good save, but couldn't follow it up. 2-2. Oh, Ep60 just dropped it. Here's Fye, slips it off. Here's Anwar. He's got Ludwig Barbier, who's just come on. Oh, that's a great move from Zaki Anwar. Barbovic, and it's Anwar. He shoots. Oh! That is brilliant! That is fucking brilliant! Zaki Anwar may have just earned himself a spot in the first team. He's dodged 2, kept on running, and a clinical finish from the Saudi Arabian centre midfielder. That was fucking pure class. Oh, top left biscuits. Thank you very much for coming. It's 3-2 Cheltenham. Oh, what a brilliant goal from Zaki Anwar, lighting it up. 3-1. 3-2. Apologies. Oh, it's fucking Zaki Anwar again. He pumps it out to Barbier. Barbier slips through. He's got the pass. It's Kushla. Can Kushla finish? Oh, what a save. What a fucking save from the keeper. They shit a biscuit and put it out. Zaki Anwar out to Tasev. Off to Kushla. Has a shot from range. Oh, shit a biscuit. Kush. He has absolutely unloaded. And what the hell? Did that hit the keeper? No. He's just scraped the post. Oh no, they've slipped through here. There's the shot. Baker with the save. Cracking save from young Baker. Screams at his defence to get back. Well, that was a clutch save from young Baker. Brilliant effort, and it is now a corner for Plymouth. Come on, boys. Time to defend. Oh, that's just gone wide. Very, very lucky. And there it is, the whistle. A 3-2 victory against Plymouth. Zaki Anwar, what an amazing specimen of a player. And he's probably earned himself a spot here in the first team lineup now. 14 shots to 8. They had the possession. We tackled like demons. Zaki Anwar was amazing. He was man of the match with a 9.3. All right, transfer offer. It's Burton Albion coming in now for Xavier Perot. So the wanting is there. We need to hold tight here. I think 1.5 is what we need. Coventry City, no, it's 1.5, lads. And Ross County have come in now with 900 grand. You're bloody dreaming. Well, our first international job offer, and it's from Paraguay. We're going to reject. I'm not really concerned about international jobs in this career mode. Port Vale they're going to pay 1.45 for Perot, so he'll be heading off to Port Vale. All right, time for today's player upgrade, and it will be Diallo, the first one. I'm going to allow you to upgrade, so if you want any changes to his number or his kit, let me know in the comments for the Ivory Coastian centre midfielder, possibly the Toure regen, and we'll get that happening in a future episode. Okay, so we've started the season off with a draw, 0-0. But it wasn't a loss, so I guess that's a sign of things. And the reserves did a job. They've scored some goals, so that the formation and tactics aren't too shabby. We're creating those opportunities. Zaki Anwar just threading it through. I think that's the one key cog to our team, is we need that midfielder to get through and provide those opportunities for the rest of the lads. But I'm happy with the acquisitions we've made so far. I may need to go after a stronger goalkeeper. I'm just going to see how much money we've got to play with. Well, we're halfway through August now, so not a lot of room to manoeuvre about. But Baker looked pretty solid. He did let in 2 goals there against Plymouth. One's probably not his fault, and he still is only 63 overall, I believe. So he's got a lot of growing to do. We may need someone solid just to get us through. I'll have to have a look around and see what's out there. But happy with the acquisitions, and I'll keep scouting. If there's anyone else worth bringing in, we'll have a look at it then. But thanks very much. That's the season opener done and dusted. We'll see you in the next episode. I'm Spying DK. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and you have a good one.